All right, all right, all right. What's good, chat? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We're starting a little later than normal. A wee bit later than we usually do. Also, huge shout out to Elvis Dead and Adrian for the off-stream follows. I appreciate you guys. You helped us get back to 1,000. Although it would seem that in between going live and the live note going out, someone unfollowed because we're back at 999. Can't catch a break. It's all good though. We hit it once, I'm sure we'll get back into it and be up above it quite consistently. Quite consistently. I'm just checking one last thing, chat, before I switch the scenes. I didn't realize I had this zoomed in, but I guess I did have it zoomed in because it didn't like it when I moved it. Alright. Is that everything? Is that everything? Alright, let's do it. Tekken Talk Live. We got it going, chat. We're gonna enjoy this together. See what they yap about in the Tekken Yap Live. And then you know, tomorrow we get the patch tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, presumably, assuming it's at the same time as they always do the patches. Then we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what they deliver to us. See if they give us anything good, you know? You know? You guys know how it is. How are y'all doing, chat? How's everybody? Nobody grabbed first yet, which is crazy. That means, I guess it's pretty late. Mr. Smoke is probably asleep. And maybe also true for Yahoo. I don't normally start this late, so. But that does mean there is an opportunity for someone who doesn't normally grab it to grab it. They're just showing the trailer, and then we got 1 minute and 50 seconds until the actual official Tekken Yap Live starts for our enjoyment. Hopefully it is delightful. Hopefully we see that the game is going to be moving in a great direction from a defensive perspective. You know? My water's nice and cold, but it's like leaking, or it's got like defrosting, so it's dripping everywhere. It's kind of dripping all over the place a little bit. You're nothing more than a dog without a leash. I love that. I love that. Oh, Adrian unfollowed. It was Adrian that unfollowed. What a shame. Adrian followed off stream and then unfollowed. For shame, Adrian. So we're back to 999. We still got a ways to go. I kind of like that costume 3. Chat, I will say the biggest thing I'm excited for in this next patch is really the stage and the song. Not even the stage, because I could kind of care less about the stages. It's really more the song that comes with the stage that I'm excited about. So that'll be hype. And yeah, Armor King next month, right after Evo. That should be hype. How sick would it be if they dropped Armor King before Evo, you know? So we could see some Armor King in Evo. That'd be pretty hype, I think. That'd be pretty hype, I think. Yo, Kyram, how you doing? Welcome in, Kyram. Welcome in. How goes it? How you doing? Only Murray and only Yasuda today. No Harada, no Nakatsu. Yo, what's good, Nimslin? How you doing? How y'all been? We've been good. We've been good. We've chilling, you know? Chilling, about to watch this Tekken Yap live. See what they're gonna say. If it's gonna be exclusively focused on Fakumram, or if they're gonna talk about some of the other balance changes. My guess is no, because Harada and Nakatsu aren't there. But maybe Harada and Nakatsu will surprise us. How you been? How you been, Kyram? How you been, Nimslim? What's been good with the chat homies? Am I ready for tomorrow? I am. I'm excited. I'm excited for this. I was just saying, I'm excited not just for the Pac-Man stage, because the stage is kind of meh, but I am excited for the song that comes with the stage. It sounds like it's going to be a fire song. I might just have that song on loop all stream. How was everyone's 4th? I had a good 4th. I was chilling, vibing, relaxing, and enjoying it. It's been. I see. Took a nap, woke up just in time. Bet. Good timing. Excellent timing, Dracula. What's good, Snapple? What's good, Dracula? Going great on my end. Just looking forward to getting right back in the game, honestly. Well, hopefully tomorrow will make the game better. But I would say that my expectations for that are somewhat low. I think we will get changes like we saw in the last 2 patches, which were okay, but not the best. Or not going as far as we would have wanted as a community, I think. Are we ready to play the exact same game with 4.5 nerfs? Yeah, that'll be interesting. When do we get the patch notes? The same as we always get them. It's going to be right before the patch at tomorrow night. That patch will drop at 6:30 probably, same as it always has. And then we'll get the patch notes right at 6:30. The patch will go live at 7. The servers will probably be offline until 9. Standard schedule. Look up red, white, and blue ash. What is that? Have you been, still been playing Dream, Kyron? I like how they had a timer and then they didn't start at the timer. Oh, it's a fireworks thing. It's like some big event in Ohio. Tomorrow maintenance at nighttime. Yeah, exactly. Probably 6:30 p.m. Arrests made after roughly 400 juveniles set off fireworks at annual red, white, and blue and ash event in celebration. Some shit happened for me. Oh wait, so this is you're in this. You were here. Were you at this? I think it's important to go in with tempered expectations. We want to be wowed. I want it to be playable. I don't think we're going to be wowed. I just hope for. I don't even know that if I actually hope, because I had hopes coming into season 2, and I've had hopes for every patch since then. I think that we will see nerfs that are meant to lightly move the needle, because they don't want to completely unsettle the gameplay. I think they lean conservative when it comes to changes in the nerf direction, which is, I know, kind of wild given that they weren't very conservative with season 2 itself, but I think they want to be conservative about the nerfs. It's a fireworks show where a group of kids threw fireworks into the crowd and screamed active shooter. Wow, that's insane. So they were actually trying to convince people that there was an active shooter. Large group of juveniles set off fireworks numerous times at the party, most around their own group, intentionally causing panic. Yeah, that's crazy, man. And it was 400 kids, 400, according to this article, 400 kids were involved. I mean, yeah, that's the kind of shit that would cause a stampede. There were 110. Oh, this is a huge event. There were 110 police officers there just as a part of the event. That's crazy. Kids got to get their asses beat. 400 of them. See something about that too is okay, so wait, how do 400 kids get a hold of? I don't know anything about this event. To be fair, I don't know how this event is structured or what protocols they have for it. You mean to tell me 400 different, 400, a big group of 400 kids got fireworks together and they all decided to go to the same event that lots of people are going to be at? Because 110 police officers, that's you're expecting basically as many people, probably 50,000 people, right? Maybe even more than that. And then you got a bunch of kids who are conspiring to do this, and somehow no parents find out. Something about that just seems odd. I was on the outside of the park, so I got my people and ran for it. Yeah, I bet. I mean, especially if you hear there's an active shooter, like you don't know it's fireworks at first, then yeah. This is supposed to be the last balance patch until the end of the year. Last with major changes, right? I think that you hear people say like, oh, Tekken doesn't change that much. We've gotten a patch every single month this game has been out, and each patch has made some changes to the game. So I don't think it makes sense I don't know that I wouldn't put too much into like last balance patch. I think they just mean like for major changes or sweeping changes. Because even last year, after 104 and 105, which were like the major change patches of last year, we still got balance changes, but they were just much more minor tweaks and bug fixes. I don't know why this is a thing, but because of the low player count, people are starting to think this patch is Tekken 8's last chance, but I personally am going to play it regardless if it's a good patch or not. Tekken 8's player count isn't that low. It's low compared to Street Fighter, but I don't know that it's like, it's not, I don't think I would call it like objectively low. I don't know what their target is. I mean, it's hard to say what low is without knowing what their target for player count is. Also, people will always be making that comment based on Steam numbers, and Steam is only a small window of the total player base because you also have players on PS5 and Xbox. I don't know what the percentage of players on Steam is compared to PlayStation and Xbox for Tekken, but I know that with Call of Duty, when I was like kind of following that scene, it was like I think it was like 7% was on Steam. So if we assume similar numbers, now granted they're different, completely different games, completely different communities, but also I think Tekken probably has more of a console player base than it does a PC player base. But let's say it's the same in terms of percentages for COD and 7%. That's actually not bad player numbers if you're talking 7% on Steam, and that's like roughly 4 to 5K, and then the other 93% are on Xbox and PlayStation. So the player numbers are definitely going to be higher than people think they are because we can't see the full numbers. I guess another way you could look at it would be maybe, I don't know, does any of the sites that like WavuWink or EWGF.gg, do they put like distinct player numbers? Maybe that would actually be a reasonable sign, I think. See, I see character statistics. I don't see player statistics though. Leaderboards. Oh, the site errored. Wait, is that because I have this off? Oh, the site's just broken. Okay, so I can't click that page. Wow, that like broke the whole website. That's crazy. Damn. Maybe one of these days I'll mess around with the WavuWink API and do like a distinct player count. It's kind of crazy they don't show. It would be so easy for them to do it. They already have the leaderboard. They could just show distinct player counts. I don't think Tekken's Steam player count is 7%. It's got to be higher than that. I think it's actually lower for Tekken because I think Tekken is more of a console game. One of these, maybe what I'll do tomorrow. Don't hold me to this, chat. Maybe I'll look at the WavuWink API and get like numbers. Because you could, right? WavuWink has all the replays, and I think so does EWGF.gg. You could scrape the site. You could like hit their API, and what you could do is you could pull all the replays, and you could see for a 24-hour period distinct player counts. WavuWink shows distinct games, but but that's not player count, right? I suppose what we could do is say for every game there are 2 players, right? So you could take every game and then you could multiply it by 2, and that would give you player count, right? So if we say Sunday at 8 p.m., right, which is the last time that per hour, WavuWink updates, I think on a per hour basis for its replay pools. At 8 p.m. today, there were 18,950 games. So for the 24-hour period that is today. So if you multiply that by 2, that's roughly like 38,000, a little under 38,000, 18,950 games. So 38,000 players throughout the day, right? And then, I mean, that's still pretty good. Now, granted, there's some bad math in that, right? Because you have to dedupe, right? If I play 5 games, then I'm counting myself 5 times. So game count isn't the way to do it, to be fair. Yeah, that's how many matches. I mean, so according to EWGF doesn't show players over a time period. It does show overall players. And it says 1.3 million players on EWGF.gg. 1.3 million players. But that's not saying across what time span, right? I'm assuming that's just 1.3 million distinct Tekken IDs that have logged into Tekken at some point for the entire window that EWGF.GG has been looking at it. But that's not going to tell us, you know, how many players played yesterday. If we want to know, like, how many players played yesterday, for example, or how many players played today, or how many players are playing right now. Yeah, you're right. The problem with game count is, even though there are 2 players per game, you know, if I'm fighting you, Aquasnapple, and we play 10 games, you know, that's going to be, you know, if I'm doing this method, then, you know, that's like 20 players. So that's actually a horrible method. Now that I think about it, games count is a horrible method because you can't dedupe players that way. 2 players could play, you know, 18,000 games, and that wouldn't mean that there are 38,000 players. It would just mean that there are 36,000 players. It would mean that there are 2 players that played 18,000 games. Now, if it showed like simultaneous games, right, that would be a good way to determine it, right? Because if you said, well, right now there are 18,000 simultaneous games happening, then that would definitely mean that there are at least 38,000 players. So what you'd have to do is you have to look at, you'd have to basically take a 24-hour period for the replays and then just count up distinct Tekken IDs. How many distinct Tekken IDs were there in that 24-hour period? And that would at least give you a number of players per day. And then I don't think there would be a good way with replays to figure out how many players right now. Although I guess somehow Tekken 8 Sniper is doing it. What does Tekken 8 Sniper say? I don't know if Tekken 8 Sniper is only looking at Steam or if it's looking at console as well. Let me see. I can actually just look. I'll just look at Tekken 8 Sniper and then I'll look at Steam. And if the number is bigger on Tekken 8 Sniper, then it's not just Steam. The number's actually smaller on Tekken 8 Sniper than it is on Steam. But it's kind of close, so my guess is that Tekken 8 Sniper is just Steam. Tekken 8 Sniper must not be seeing consoles. I wish they had like an about page or something. Maybe let me look at that Twitter. Oh, it's live. All right. Let's watch it, chat. Let's see what's up.
Hello everyone, sorry for the late start, my apologies. We have the summer update.
Chat, can you guys hear it all? Can you guys hear it all well? Right.
Yasuda and myself.
And sounds wrong because 1.3 million cells. Well, there could be 2 million players who've never played online, right? EWGF is only looking. Well, EWGF is only looking at players that have played online, and it's only looking at players that it can see. So from whenever it started, right? I don't think EWGF.GG started right as Tekken 8 launched. I think it was a few months after. So.
As you can see, the location is a bit different.
This is quite the location as well.
From a certain group of Tekken fans. A lot of cool merch here.
はい、ということで、いつも鉄拳トークライブっていう形で配信を行ってきたんですが、今日ちょっと
Murray looks so tired.
いつも
Murray looks so tired, chat. It's kind of funny.
原田と池田、中津の方がちょっと開発の作業が立て込んでいるということで、珍しい組み合わせなんですが、安田とマイケルの2人でお届けいたします。
So as you can tell, this isn't
H like milk is crazy.
This is kind of a different take that we're doing. So as such, Harada and Nakatsu aren't here today.
He's suppressed because he scrolled through Twitter. Maybe. He just looks tired, not depressed.
はい、早速ちょっとスライドの方を出してもらってもいいですかね。はい、
Harada and Nakatsu aren't there because Yasuda came with a bunch of slides.
皆さんにお届けする新コンテンツを中心に皆様に
Why scroll when you can see it coming in blog?
まあ取り急ぎあれですよね。パッチノーツは今日じゃない。
あ、そうそうそう。はい。
So today we're going to go over some of the coming up content to give you guys a little bit more of behind the scenes into the info. Just quick note, no patch notes today. We're not going to be talking about the balance at all, the two of us. So please wait for them.
We're not talking about the balance at all. Chat. All right, let's end. Fuck it. We don't care.
チャット見てると皆さん結構いろんな妄想が膨らんでると思うんですが、
What are they going to talk about then?
一旦落ち着いて、はい、明日配信されるコンテンツが基本的な メニューになりますので、はい、その点ご容赦いただければと思います。
So as you can see on the screen,
Oh,
this
it's
is
a
kind
good
of the
sniper
menu
gun.
of what we're going to be talking about today. And we don't plan to talk on any kind of new reveals or the patch notes. So that's what you're looking for. That's not going to be happening today.
Wait, Tekken Summer updates. We're getting more. The shop and merch collabs. Yeah, it seems like it's just going to be merch shop and merch collabs. Shouldn't it just say updates singular and not updates? Tekken Summer update? Well, because there's 2 summer updates, right? Or 3, May, June, and July.
And so, as you can see on
we're
the
getting a new
screen,
fight
we've
pass
been
tomorrow.
having
Nice.
a round of different adjustments and additions.
How's life been? It's been good. It's been good. We've been chilling,
with
you
the
know.
next
How
one
about you?
scheduled to hit for tomorrow, version 2.03.
はい。で、じゃあもう早速なんですが、どんどんいっちゃいましょうか。まずは、はい、3月に。
What is Atelier Yuma, chat? Is that like is this like a phone game? Is this a card game?
Let's kick it off. First up, we're going to be talking about Atelier Yuma and our collaboration with that game.
はい。そもそも弓矢のアトリエご存じない方もいらっしゃるんじゃないかなと思うんですが、光栄テクノゲームズさんの方から発売中のアトリエシリーズ最新作の RPG でございます。
It's a JRPG
So
game.
if you're not familiar with it, Atelier
okay.
Yuma is the latest installment in the series from Koei Tecmo, the Atelier series, and so we're going to be showing off some of the stuff.
はい。で、今このキービジュアルにある弓矢っていう主人公と、その仲間たちが失われた記憶の謎を追って旅をしていくという。
Well, this year hasn't been the greatest for my family, so I guess all right. I don't know. It could be worse. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that, Sniper God. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Travels with her band of friends.
Hopefully, the second half of the year is an upswing for you and the fam.
ご覧のプラットフォームの方で
Came out on everything. It's not a phone game. Ooh, I see.
It's currently available now on the platforms.
Fix the game. Stop doing stupid collabs.
で、3月にコラボやりますっていう発表を
Yeah, I
した
mean,
んですが
the fixing the game and doing collabs don't collide, you know? The people who make the game aren't the same as the marketing people that do collaborations and licensing.
相互でインゲームコラボをやる
But I agree that from a tone perspective, when you're talking about fixing a series of bad mistakes in the game, it definitely comes off with the wrong tone to talk about your marketing collabs. But they got to pay the bill somehow, you know?
We've already been mentioning this, but we're going to be talking more about it.
It's turn-based? Ooh, okay. So it's like Fire Emblem. That's like a turn-based. I don't know if JRPG is the right word, but.
So first off, we're going to be talking about what we're doing with this.
I got hit by a car and lost a job 3 days ago. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's double. That's some double. A double whammy for your uncle, man. That sucks.
はい。まず。
No, enjoy beta Tekken 8 for 1 more year. I mean, you can have collabs and fix your game at the same time, right? Having a collab is as simple as
these items are going to be actually updated in the store for free.
Having a collab is as simple as like putting somebody's logo in your shit, right? We're making assets for the collaboration. Bruh. What is this? Is this part of the collaboration? Is this like Alfalfa hair lick a thing in Atelier Yuma? Yeah, he has one strand of hair.
So you can see in the first footage, Reina had that kind of curly
in January though, damn.
Also,
it's worse, bro. Now it has lung cancer, but the bride said his cancer is getting smaller. Okay, that's good to hear.
Change the colors,
it's always good to hear when the cancer is I guess, in remission, right, is what they call it when it's getting smaller.
The floating item.
Is the aunt with the cancer the wife of the uncle that got hit by the car?
はい、レイジアーツ中にプニが周りをぐるぐる回るというギミックもございます。
So you can see the on screen, the plushie kind of revolves around the character.
It's like the alien. I was watching. Where did I see that alien? I saw an alien in a video, maybe or something. Nah. Okay. Nice. Well, that's good at least. See, it's not like the same, nuclear family getting hit by all that tragedy. But obviously, for the broader family together, that still kind of sucks. My neighbor who's lived here for 50 years passed away. I'm getting new neighbors tomorrow. Sheesh. Damn.
And so you can see the kind of collaboration illustration.
That's a lot of back-to-back shit, man.
It's also on the t-shirt and avatar that you're seeing on screen. In addition to that, we also have several of those
sorry to hear that.
Plates with the relevant kind of text on screen. The kind of is a throwback to famous.
For the most part, that's my life.
things that
Dang,
she
all
said.
only tragedies, no good things, no new positive updates. This collab is exactly like the Karate Kid, where they doing this adds basically nothing to the game. It's so lazy. Well, it puts Atelier Yumiya in front of
And so,
Tekken fans
this
in
will
the
be
same way that
available
the
when we
Karate
update the
Kid
game
collab
tomorrow,
is like
so
an
please check it
advertisement
out for
for
yourself.
Karate Kid.
で、
You know, it's money. It's money for Bandai Namco. It's money for the Tekken 8 project. It's money for them to, you know, to do season 2. And money to fire the original team or the new team and bring back the old team, you know.
一部そのコラボ内容の一部を今日小出さんの方から預かってきましたので、ちょっとご紹介できればなと思います。
Shit's been building up since the start of January. Yeah, that's quite the rough 2025. Here we are in June. That's like a bunch of stuff all at once. Or not all at once, but spread out across the year. It's almost worse that it's spread out across the year, actually.
はい。じゃあ映像の方お願いいたします。
Check out the footage.
はい。まず夢のアトリエ側コラボ内容、特別なクエスト
I know
が
that amusement park with your friend. You
配信
spent
して
the
いた
night.
だくと
Nice, nice.
いうことで、これ今流れているのはクエストの導入部分になるんですが、新たなストーリー
It's always good getting to spend time with the friends, especially when you got a lot of negative stuff going on or tragic stuff going on.
So you can see
Helps
there's
with
kind of
the,
like a special side quest,
the being able to
sleep
take your mind
quest.
off it a little
And
bit.
This is the actual introduction part of that said quest.
あとイミヤのコスチュームですね。レーナの
Look what SS6 is doing with collabs. Their collabs actually look sick.
できるようになります。
And this is an actual
Yeah,
Reina
that's
themed
fair.
costume that you can
I
put
think
the
that's
main character.
Tekken player skepticism, right?
はい。
We look at what Street Fighter 6 has and we say the grass is green over there, but they don't have customization for their characters. And if I hear anything negative about that Street Fighter 6 community, it's that they are constantly yearning for more outfits and they don't get
そ
them.
して
So, I mean, we could look at like a one-time fire collab on the Street Fighter side and be like, wow, look at that, how good that one-time collab is.
So this
But,
is
you know, in
the scene
Tekken we
where
got
she
shoes
actually,
and
faces
watches
a Heihachi
and glasses
style,
and character customization.
はい。
which is the
Which would you
name
rather
of the
have?
plush character.
そしてこの
One collab, you know, in the 3 years of the game being out, and it's a K-pop collab, or a, you know, what we have in Tekken in terms of being able to customize characters and other types of collabs that, you know, have if you're into Tekken merch. I mean, not everybody's into buying Tekken merch, but other types of merch collabs that are more tangible for you.
So as you saw the kind of intro stops partway through.
Your friend's girl broke up with him a few days ago, so you gotta watch after him. Ah, you guys are young. Relationships at your age are not. Relationships are always gonna hurt, but you have your whole life ahead of you, you know. What am I looking at? Hey, Hachi Rajar to porcelain. Right.
明日からメンテナンス明けからコラボを開始いたします。
These are the dates we've already posted on X, but as you can see for Tekken 8, it will be applied for the patch tomorrow, July 8th CEST, July 7th PDT. On their side, in their game, we believe it's going to be July 23rd.
He was together with her for a year, but I understand what you're saying. I mean, yeah, it's always gonna suck when a relationship ends, for sure. That's always gonna suck. Not.
So
I don't really
as you said,
down.
on their
I'm not
side,
trying to
it'll be July 23rd.
はい、まだ7月23日までちょっと時間がありますので、
downplay losing a relationship. It's more just like,
まだ公表されてない
but
情
also,
報は意味のというの
you got your whole life ahead of you, you know? Your whole life ahead of you, and there's plenty of fish in the sea, is what I would tell your friend if he was my friend. I'd be like, yo, you got your whole life ahead of you, and you got plenty of fish in the sea, and honestly, in high school, relationships don't usually last outside of high school. Like that, unfortunately, the reality is, it's very rare that a high school relationship lasts beyond that.
意味が終わったので次パックマンですかね。はい。
So now that we've covered Yumi, next we want to talk about the Pac-Man collaboration we have.
はい、どんどん行きましょう。はい、45周年迎えたパックマンと30周年を迎えた鉄拳シリーズのコラボレーションがスタートいたします。コラボステージパックピクセルズの早期アクセスがいよいよ明日から開始になります。
So this is pretty cool collaboration. Obviously the 30th anniversary of Tekken, but also the 45th anniversary of Pac-Man. So to kind of commemorate this, we have this really cool stage, Pac Pixels, which you'll have access to if you log into the game tomorrow.
はい。シーズン2キャラクター&ステージパスをお持ちの方には、パックピクセルズが72時間早く、プレイできるという特典がついております。
So for how to get access, so if you have the Season 2 character and Stage Pass,
You're a friend to Mary
already, you
Tekken like
get
the rest of us.
72-hour early access to this content.
はい。で、明日の、メンテナンス後からテッケンファイトパス
Should I put a Pac-Man head on June
開始
chat?
いたしますが、その中にパックマンコラボアイテム
Yo,
を
what
中
is-
心に
what is- what is that?
収録しております。
What is this, Jet?
And so also when the update drops tomorrow, we'll be having the next iteration of the Fight Pass, and this includes some Pac-Man themed
What is this cloth, Jet?
はい、
Just give it past this
パッ
cloth.
クピクセルズと、ファイトパスから入手可能なアイテムをカスタマイズした状態で、プレイしてみた映像をご用意いたしましたのでご覧ください。
Next up, we have some footage showing off play footage with these items equipped
This new
to
battle pass
some of
stuff.
the characters.
I like it.
はい。
Get ready for the next battle.
はい。まずはこの右下左下これパックマンですね。
See Pac-Man on both left and right sides of the screen.
Prime high school incoming, yeah, sophomore year. Yeah, I mean, freshman year is always rough too. The Pac-Man is phasing
Pac-Man head
through
on
King's
both
arm.
Elsa and King here.
でこれ今鳴ってる BGM パックマンモチーフした、新規の BGM になります。
Wait, we can hear the stage.
Not only the stage, but it has its own BGM specific for the stage as well. Background music.
で今床にこう落ちた時にフルーツのエフェクト出たと思うんですがこれもパックピクセルズの仕様になります。
I fuck with this song, chat. Mike trying to listen to it.
Ground, etc.
Yo, Ian! With the resub. Thank you so much, Ian.
今
Thank God for no patch notes. They never do the patch notes at the Tekken Talks. At this point, if you're mad about it, if Tekken players are mad about no patch notes at the Tekken Talks, like, come on. They've literally never done that.
Okay,
so it's a forward blast. Okay. You've been Tekken heavy here lately. I've been seeing. Oh yeah, this is a Tekken place now. Call of Duty is dead. We don't think about or talk about Call of Duty. That game is dead. That game died when they turned off Warzone 1.
Red signifies that they haven't been
His head suits Elisa and no one else because only she is her head. Yeah. You want patch notes extra? I think the patch notes are probably gonna be mediocre.
So lots of
That is
different,
my.
types of floaties as well. You can see the Ghost, also Pac-Man in some different variations.
Wait, chat. Was that a rage art punish of a rage art?
アイテム以外にもいろんなアイテムを、収録しておりまして例えば鉄拳ボールのボール
Not only the items we just showed, but you can see.
I agree.
Ticket
BO6 is
Brawl,
ass and God
Pac-Man
knows about
Ticket
BO7.
Brawl,
Yeah, I mean, I just don't even think about God
the
anymore.
remote here currently.
はい
Yes, it was.
リモートの
That's interesting. I mean, that was something that would mean that they made rage arts at least -20, right?
これらがフリーのティアと、プレミアムのティア両方から、入手できるという仕様になっております。
And so obviously, for those who aren't familiar, the Fight Pass includes a
Gotcha, let me go back, I wanna see.
そうですね。
So lots of different.
はい。
Once it's shown,
使える、アイテム以外にもいろんなアイテムを、
Okay, so it looks like they're hinting that you could
ので
you
ぜ
could
ひ
punish.
プレイをして入手して
It looks like they're hinting you could punish rage
so
arts
we
with
hope
rage
you'll check
arts.
it out.
I like
These
it.
items we introduced today are
I like it.
available in the character and stage
Negative
pass.
20 rage
and
arts,
also
chat. That means
the
June can launch them
round
now.
6 of the Fight Pass that'll be hitting tomorrow.
はい。そして3つ目、今日3つ目メインの方ですね。ファーストスライドいきますか？
Yes, it was. I missed
So next
Blackout.
up?
Yeah, I never got to play Blackout,
はい。
unfortunately.
ファー
I
カ
never
ム
got to play Blackout. We're saved. Well, I don't know if that saves the game, but it is nice. It's nice that June can launch
new
rage arts.
character Fakram Ram, we've been talking about recently, will be dropping tomorrow in the update as well if you have the early access.
はい。こちらも、
Never got to play
キャラ
Peak
クターのステージパス
Blackout or any Blackout for that matter.
あと、シーズン2
Maybe it'll come back with BO7. There was I saw a snippet in the BO7 reveal where someone folks were saying it looked like it could be like
Season 2
Blackout.
Character Pass or the character and stage pass will have the.
I can't wait to beat my opponent in the lounge and spray paint the floor with Pac-Man. Why? Listen, Watermelon, our beloved community member Watermelon, is in a Tekken game, a Tekken Lounge game called JSS, and they meet up. These mofo's meet up in the Tekken Lounge, and they challenge each other like clan battles and stuff, and clan team fight, like clan versus clan team fights in the Tekken lounges. I bet you bet your that's the target demographic. it's watermelon in the Tekken lounge gangs that challenge each other to battles in the lounges, and then they emote on each other and they do spray paints on each other. See, you once you see it, because I saw this happen once. I was in the lounge once and I saw all the JSS boys, and literally they're all in the lounge, they're all doing the same emote, they're partying it up, they're chilling.
That was the short version.
And then they have their teams and they challenge other teams to fights. It's kind of cool. You add a social aspect like that to Tekken, it makes sense that you'd have some, because you can't really do something like that without the lounge feature, you know? Or you can, but you have to like do it through Discord. It's like more weird. It's some Fortnite shit. Yeah, exactly. But Fortnite, kids love the Fortnite shit. If I were in a lounge game, I would want to beat my opponent's ass and spray paint the floor with Pac-Man. All right, listen. I'm just not in a lounge game. Nobody's invited me to it. Maybe chat. Should we start a lounge gang? Start a Tekken 8 a laugh and stream Tekken 8 lounge gang. We got a PoE 2 guild.
Let's go.
Exactly, kids Tekken audience is mostly adults. I mean, I don't know how old Watermelon is. I don't know if Watermelon's a kid or...
Hello, this is Michael, producer
Are they
of
just...
Tekken 8. Today I'd like to introduce
shot.
the second additional character of Season 2, Fakamura. Fakamram is a national hero of Thailand and an undefeated
Isn't this
Muay
the
Thai champion
Bandai
who
Namco
reigns
showcase
supreme.
snippet? Bro.
He made his first appearance in Tekken 7, instantly standing out with his towering physique, over 2 meters tall.
This is definitely the Bandai Namco showcase.
These patterns are known as
I don't think it's
Lindenberg
over,
figures, or lightning scars, said to have been etched into his skin when he miraculously survived a lightning strike as a child. Also known as the title Thunderstruck, he is known for his
Pushing his vlog hard. It wasn't even a vlog. It was just the Bandai Namco showcase. He was probably forced. Well, I don't know about forced. He probably wanted to do it. But. I think a Murray vlog would be cool. I mean, I watch Harada's podcast. So I think a Murray vlog would be interesting, you know.
Through countless victories. His life took a dark turn when corrupt officials in the Thai military took his wife and daughter hostage, forcing him to fight as their pawn.
That's a sick panel.
Behind the scenes of the King of Iron Fist tournament, a secret deal had been struck. The longer the conflict lasted, the more bribes the Mishima Zaibatsu would funnel to the Thai military's top brass. Informed that his
Wait, this
family's
is somewhat
safety
different, I
would only
think.
be
We didn't get this
guaranteed
background
as
story at the
long as
Bandai
war
Namco
continued,
showcase.
Falcon Ram
Did
was
we?
left with no choice. Enraged by the military's schemes, yet determined to protect his loved ones, he boarded a deployed assault capsule, heading into battle against his will.
We did. We got the background stuff. I remember them talking about the Thai tattoos, but I don't remember them talking about
is a
the
character whose body itself is a focal point.
background. But maybe
From his
I
lightning
didn't pay
scars
attention
and
enough
tattoos
to the
to his
Bandai Namco
chiseled
showcase, to be fair.
For Tekken 8,
I was doing
we
other
really
shit
felt
while I
it
was watching
essential
that,
to
so.
showcase his powerful form. So his outfit retains the classic Muay Thai shorts combined with arm and leg attire. The overall design further emphasizes the image of Garuda, the divine bird often used as a national symbol in Thailand. His mongkong, or headband, now features a Garuda motif, highlighting these cultural cues as a Thai fighter. On his back, Farkamram bears a sak yant, a traditional Thai tattoo with spiritual meaning. This intricate design was personally drawn by a revered monk residing in Thailand. Each of the two sections, upper and lower, carries its own distinct significance. Traditionally, sakyant normally are kind of a ward that protects the fighter, but it also has various meanings, which could be strength, courage.
I stopped paying attention when I saw Murray's face. Yeah, I just kind of leaned
success.
as the same stuff we
So
saw at the showcase.
particularly the tiger itself is usually used to symbol courage or strength. We hope players will take note of this detailed element as it embodies the deep cultural roots of both Thailand and Muay Thai. Interestingly, the same monk actually performed a blessing ceremony to pray for the success of Tekken 8. While Costume 3 shares the same Garuda motif as Costume 1, it
I can't
features
see them
a more
tasted on PC.
ornate and decorative design. The armor incorporates elements inspired not only by traditional Thai clothing,
Very lazy. I hate how they
but
present the
also
DLC for this game.
embellishments found on Thai temples.
They can do so much more, at least give them an arcade mode with
Designing this
cutscene and the base
costume,
roster.
the
Yeah, I
dev
agree with
team
that.
conducted
I absolutely
research
agree with
by
that.
visiting temples in Thailand, allowing them to craft the look with this meticulous attention to detail. I hope you'll take note of how the Garuda motif is expressed differently in each costume. Ram is one of the most physically imposing characters in the Tekken series. While his design
That's what Street Fighter
builds
and
upon the
COD. Yeah, it's kind of
foundation
surprising.
from the previous
Have we not
title,
gotten?
a
We haven't gotten
brand new
character
model was
episodes for
created Tekken
Lydia,
8 to
Eddie,
emphasize his
Heihachi,
even more powerful and
or
well-defined
Clive, huh?
musculature. The glowing Lichtenberg figures on his body now benefit from the enhanced graphical capabilities of this new title, allowing for more captivating texture, luminescence, and pulsating effects that bring his distinctive look to life like never before. For motion capture, the team worked with Nadaka Yoshinari, the first Japanese fighter ever to unify both.
This is really just a Yap sesh, yeah.
Rajadan
Yeah, it would be
Nam
nice if we got actual character
and we
episodes
have
for
him
the
here
DLC
today.
characters. I'd have to think that they're gonna do them at some point. They probably just take a long time to make because they are pretty detailed.
By incorporating Nadaka's
Like the end
movements,
cutscenes they
the
make?
team was able to deliver animations that
But it is kind of
truly
like court.
captured
Well, did they do that in
authenticity
7?
and
The DLCs in,
impact.
in Tekken 7 get episodes, like character episodes. I don't remember.
So Nadaka, after actually doing the motion capture,
Interrupting my fade,
and
Murray?
then
I know,
seeing the
right?
actual character, what
You got
did
the
you
extra story, but that's included Eddie, Liddy, and Heihachi. I see. Yeah, I guess it makes sense it wouldn't include Clive. They don't want to make Clive canon. But it would be cool if Clive got... I mean, granted, it'd be hard for them. I think it'd probably be hard for them to do, like, especially because it would take a lot more close collaboration with the Final Fantasy 16 team. But it would be cool
The
to
dev
see.
team attended live Muay Thai matches to study and reference the fighting style for motion creation. But they didn't stop.
Kind of cool
with
if it's like your job to go watch Muay Thai
They actually
fights.
visited the Muay Thai gym that I frequent, which is where we're actually recording today, and they got to experience the harsh training regimen that our fighters go through firsthand. It sounds like you got a pretty intense workout, but that experience no doubt played a key role in shaping the authenticity of Ram's in-game movements. This character specializes in controlling the fight with his massive reach and powerful heavy-hitting Muay Thai techniques. He might not be the fastest, but his sheer power is a force to be reckoned with. If you enjoy characters who apply pressure with devastating single hits rather than relying on a flurry of smaller attacks, then this is the character for you. Taking cues from his past, where he survived a childhood lightning strike, we've implemented Garuda Force, a new enhancement that allows him to glow with power and execute even stronger attacks. When activated, his normal attacks gain access to follow-up options, and he unlocks a set of special Garuda Force exclusive moves. This character is a result of a collaborative effort, with many individuals contributing to the carefully crafted motion and design.
So are we gonna get
Early
more than we
access for
saw
Season 2 pass
in the
holders will be
showcase?
available on July 8th for July 7th PDT. Experience the exhilarating one-hit knockout potential that Falcon Ram brings to the fight. So that's all
One-hit
about
knockout
Falcon
potential that
He's
Falcon
actually
Ram brings
personally
to
one of my
play.
favorite
Oh boy.
characters in the series to date.
One-hit
I
knockout
can't
potential,
wait to
eh?
have
Is that
everyone
what we're
have
going
their
for?
hands on him.
You would me cook girl.
はい、いかがでしたでしょうか。ファーカーナム最後、ありました通り、明日から、早期アクセスが開始になります。
So Falcon Ram coming out tomorrow for everyone with early access. Please check it out.
はい、今日あまり深く、明日から触れるので、今日あんまり深くバトルの特徴については、触れない予定だったんですが、IGN さんの方からも、バトルの特徴を紹介した 映像が公開されてますので、我々の方からも少し触れていこうかなと。
すごくいい映像ですよね。
はい。
So we're not going to talk more about the actual, frame data and that kind of stuff today. IGN did a really good breakdown on that. So if you're interested, they show you kind of some of the.
So they're pointing us at the IGN video for gameplay.
Techniques, their positive or negative frames, etc. So please check that out.
はい、ちょっと日本語と英語をマイケルさんが一人でカバーしないといけないので、ちょっと忙しくなりますが。
So we got a little bit of footage we're going to be talking about still. I'll be doing.
What I got from researching the character, apparently Flock got thunderstruck, and the reason his body glows, etc., is because he got powers and uses lightning from inside his body. That's kind of hype. I like that. That's cool lore, I guess.
Get ready for the next battle.
はい。
Wait, what is this?
開発チームの若手同士が戦ってる。
Wait.
So this is footage that some of the young kids on the dev team were playing around with both characters. You notice the cool tattoos on the back with Fakram on there.
Okay, so we're actually seeing like a fight, a real fight between real players.
あとはもうこの早速横移動でブライアンが打ち上げて、so Brian you can see sidestep to the 先ほど背中
How did this launch happen? He did step it. Okay,
so
nice.
Brian you can see sidestep to the right, evading one of Fox's most powerful moves to do his combo. Right here we have the Rama stance.
Oh, he blocked.
To
You can block the
mix up.
stance mix up.
ラマスタンスからの強力な技あるんですけども drop the combo there.
Okay, that kind of tracked a little bit.
途中の左パミギ
That running knee looks the same as like Azucena's, the first part of Azucena's running through too.
あとあれですよね、ヒート状況だと、ガルーダフォースは使える。So while in the heat stance, the heat state, Fakram has access to the Garuda Force. In addition to the other routes that
Oh, he doesn't keep it across the rounds.
でご覧の通り横移動で、結構避けれる技は多いんですけど So you can see a lot of his moves are susceptible to sidestep. As is
It punishes you for blocking more chip damage moves, yay? What do you mean? I mean, yeah, chip damage is a universal mechanic, so I'm not surprised, right? Any heat engager does chip on block.
これラウンド2入ったんだね、今回。
Like that kick didn't have chip damage.
Nice sidestep there.
He's
He's
not
got that
leaving
new
it. I guess
low now,
he's
which is
a
a
coach.
forward left kick, I believe. Now he has access to Garuda Force, which, as you can see, adds an extension. さっき見たガルダフォースでいつもの連携が、一つの攻撃が追加になって、
The thing you talked about in round one? The stance thing?
Has to get into that. Has like an 8 がヒートエンゲージャー。
Was it back here that you did it?
So while in the heat stance, 状況だと heat engager 左パ右パンあとは
We'll keep watching.
state であと
Oh.
also have access to a throw
This stance.
あと今開始技で
Ah, he didn't block it.
and you ガルダフォースの使える状態でのデッドワーでの開始技ですね as
なるほど。
You see that move that gives him plus frames and stance on block? Yeah, but that's not that surprising, right? You could block the follow-ups after that. They showed that earlier that you could block follow-ups at least. The question is, can you step those follow-ups? Right? Because that's not any different than June's Miari 1+2.
Things aren't shown in the footage is how you can sidestep a lot of the things are quite linear. So
More force
but
stance
you can
50-50.
see for yourself
I mean, that's
tomorrow
second eight, man.
perhaps.
そうですね。明日から
明日ね
That's just Tekken 8.
触ってみてください。
そうですね。ぜひ。
I don't expect Tekken 8 to not be Tekken 8. I expect Tekken 8 to be balanced in a way where there's nothing too overpowered and the overall power level comes down. But Tekken 8's Tekken 8. Characters go into stances. They've got mix-ups out of the stances. That's Tekken 8.
コーナーを締めたいなと思います。まあ今日さらっと
That's probably not going to go away.
中洲の方から
The hell should just be like it was in 7. That's also probably not going to go away.
早期アクセスの方よろしくお願いいたします。
So although Nakatsu's not here,
Was there recoverable health in 7?
Talking more details about the individual techniques.
Like by the end of it? I don't remember because I stopped playing 7 fairly early on. Was recoverable health a thing in 7?
じゃあ
No?
ましょうか。
I don't like the idea of recoverable health. I'm not going to lie. Like you get launched and thrown into a combo and then you have recoverable health that you can get back by being aggressive. I sort of like that. Plus unblockable high, complemented by a tracking mid that's safe and launches on counter hit. Is that true? I mean, I don't remember from the IGN showcase. I mean, yeah, there's definitely going to be a mix-up out of the stance. There's definitely be a set of decisions you have to make out of the stance. But you have a good point about the tracking mid to cover options that are probably the other options which are probably steppable. So.
Get ready for the next battle.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. Health should be like it was in 7. But I guess it doesn't matter, right? It could be, it could not be. I don't really care that much. I don't feel strongly about it one way or the other. Bro. You see turning matches where most of the life bars are chipped and the opponent comes all the way back. Like, it shows why it's so bad. I don't think that's a bad thing. I actually think that's a great thing. I think comeback potential is a great thing, personally. Like, I get why someone might not like it, but personally, I like that. I like the idea that, like, you could be 1 HP with a decent bit of recoverable health and you could come back to beat your opponent. It's kind of hype, right? Because it means the opponent couldn't close it out. Which, honestly, it's the same problem you had in Tekken 7, but expressed a different way, right? In Tekken 7, if you have a timeout situation where someone is, you know, both players are fairly low on health, one has a slight health lead, and they just backdash to infinity to avoid losing the round by losing their health, it's kind of the same situation as having recoverable health and someone gets that health back and then beats their opponent. It's just expressed a different way, and like arguably in a way that encourages the players to actually interact with each other in a way that, like, the, you know, run for timeout does not encourage interaction. But I do think overall, I like that in a fighting game, when you kill somebody, you kill them, you know? I do think that overall, I want rounds to end in death. But obviously, they're trying different ways to see how do we encourage interactions between players so that you don't get timeouts from people running away. I think a lot of the things we see in Tekken 8 were designed to prevent a scenario where the optimal decision is to run away for time's sake. It's also why I think the health buff is kind of a mistake. The health buff combined with damage, nerfs, and combos is kind of a mistake because it kind of led us back to that scenario where there are a lot more scenarios now where the timer is running out and the best option is to just not do anything. Yeah, anytime I see a tournament where someone's life bar is mostly gone and then that player makes a comeback, like the person who took their life couldn't close it out, that's kind of exciting because that means the tide changed mid-battle. You know, the person maybe adapted, they figured out what they could do to not get killed. I think that leads to more interesting situations that show off like players' defensive skill when they're able to not get killed and kind of make a comeback like that.
はい、ゲームプレイトレーラーの方で最後にアマキング、そうですね、この秋の、参戦っていうのも5月の下旬に開催されたアメリカで開催されたコンボブレーカーの方で発表しております。
まあ今回ね、明日ファーコムランなんで濃いコンテンツだったんですけど、まあこのアマキングを
I get that, but side effect of that ended up nerfing movement was KBD and defense non-directly.
Tomorrow we have a lot of that content showcase today.
Yeah, that's fair.
But we know,
but I'm not like I'm not in love with KBD. So when I think about like things in Tekken I want saved and want to be cherished and enjoy, I don't know that like KBD is even on my list of cherished Tekken things. But I understand what you're saying. Like it did mean KBD got nerfed. Combat mechanic is fine, but having the opponent gain most of their health back in certain situations, like tone it down. Yeah, I mean, I could see the argument for it. I could see the argument for no recoverable health, right? And also, and if there's no recoverable health, then no chip, right? Like, if you were to say what you want is Tekken 7, basically, but with Tekken 8 graphics and no heat, I mean, I could see why someone would want that. I don't think that's the game that the Tekken team would want to make. Like, imagine you're the Tekken team and you've been making Tekken games for 30 years. You just want to make the same game every 10 years and just do graphics updates and engine updates?
But we have some other things coming as well.
Like you could do that, and there might be people who like that. But think about like imagine that's your job, that's your career, that's your that's your contribution to the gaming industry. Is you release the same game over and over again for 30 years. You know? Like the team probably just doesn't want to do that. They want to experiment. They want to try new mechanics. They want to try to see how they can tweak gameplay to make it different and you know, more interesting to watch in some cases.
Swimsuits on sale, so it's a good chance to get your hands on the common costume packs of the Vacation Pack and Diva Pack as well.
But if Tekken 8 were just, you know, we got Tekken 7 with Tekken 8's roster, because I don't like that Tekken 7 didn't have June in it. But if we got Tekken 7 with Tekken 8's roster, and you know, otherwise the gameplay-wise is more like Tekken 7, I could see that being a fun game. I'd play that game probably.
Items will go off sale, so you have a limited time. If you're interested in these, please check it out.
Yeah, but you built this game so far on Legacy Knowledge and Core Fan Games. This game kind of shits on those things. Yeah, I mean, but you could say the same thing about Tekken 7, right? And what it did with respect to Tekken Tag 2.
So also,
Tekken deviating quite a bit from its previous iterations is not new. You could argue that Tekken 6 did that to Tekken 5 when it added Bound. It's like we had Tekken 5 DR and then we got Bound in Tekken 6, and people really, there were people who hated Bound as an idea, and then you had Tekken Tag 2 double down on it.
So thank you.
And it was the worst selling Tekken game in the franchise.
Congratulations for being in the game.
Not saying it's right, but it is what this team does. That Devil Jin art's kind of hype.
The method,
The Raven one's alright. Shaheen, what the fuck?
So just go into the fight
Asuka, we know we don't care about that. We don't care about Asuka. There actually is a mod that takes away heat and rage art. Yeah, I've seen that mod. I've seen that mod. It doesn't only do that though. It does a bunch of other stupid shit. That Shaheen looks sick. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad that Shaheen mains like it. It doesn't do anything for me because I don't play Shaheen, but I'm glad that it's doing something for its core audience. But I'm glad it's working for who it's for. It's not for me though.
のアップデートについても、ちょっとだけ触れようかなと思います。
It might be interesting to play a Tekken mod that removes heat and rage and just see what it feels like. I don't like the idea. I could see why getting rid of heat is cool. I actually think rage is a good idea. And I think rage arts are a good idea.
水着のコスチュームセールしますという話をしたんですが。
So, as we just mentioned, some of the swimsuits that we've.
Should I learn Asuka earlier because I witnessed how strong she was thanks to Tibetano? Yeah, Tibetano is definitely abusing the Asuka Unga Bunga. But also,
ニューコスチュームということで、新作の水着コスチュームを発売いたします。
So for 2.04, we have a few brand new swimsuits that are going to be added to the game.
Lee and a Speedo chat?
ここに出てるキャラ以外のキャラももちろん用意してまして、キャラクターの特徴が反映されたデザインの水着を用意しております。
This is just a few,
They saw the Street Fighter outfit for, they're like, yo.
You know, we have a wide variety of different swimsuits for much of the cast.
はい、シーサイドアレンジパックとビーチアレンジパックという2種類を発売いたします。
So there's going to be the Seaside Pack and Beach Fun Pack coming in this 2.04, not tomorrow, but 2.04.
8月のリリースになりますので。
In August.
はい。
Bikini is always welcome.
発売されたら皆さんぜひ。
Well, we already have Azucena in a bikini. This just means you can now put all the ladies in a bikini. But the Speedo, I'm like, wait, I can put Lee in a Speedo?
テッケンファンダムキャンペーンのイラスト部門ファンアートのキャラクターパネルが 2.04 が最終回となります。
And so the last update of fan design panels is going to be dropping with version 2.04.
I know I shouldn't be looking, but why does it look like Lingshot? You has no tits. Yeah, that's crazy. Lee got no bulge. Yeah. Well, we don't know what it's going to look like in the actual game.
So these characters will be available at that time.
はい、テッケンファンダムキャンペーン長らく
Oh, cool. So all of the fan art stuff is
こ
out
れで
now.
全てのキャラクターを公開いたしました。
So the Tekken fandom campaign has been ongoing for quite some time, and you can see this is all the arc we've had for the cast so far.
はい、改めて、皆さんも多数のご応募をいただいてありがとうございました。
本当にありがとうございました。
はい。
本当に毎回楽しみにしてます。
そうですね。
Nice.
はい。
So thank
The
you
Kazi
everyone
one?
who contributed for the panels. Thank you so much.
今回のキャンペーンの趣旨上、
Tekken 8 female stands against Josie's jiggle physics. Yeah, they definitely don't seem to be as big on the jiggle physics in 8 compared to 7, or any previous game for that matter.
And so, you know, we were choosing just one panel per character, so obviously there were so many contributions.
I like the Lee one too. I like it how it's kind of almost like a pixelated, like
quota of just one per
like
character. There were some that we were
16-bit or 8-bit art.
to show off.
The Kazua's cool. I love that Kazuha. Makes me want to play Kazuya.
を見ながら、開発スタッフ、我々もですけど、一度とても励みになっております。
And so, you know, when we see the contributions from these community artists, the dev team especially,
the swimsuits will save us. You think so, Sanji? Is that gonna do it? The swimsuits?
Yeah, really moved by the passion you show for the series.
はい、今回シーズン1までのキャラクターを対象に実施したんですが、また次回以降シーズン2以降のキャラクターもぜひ対象にしながらキャンペーンできればと思います。
There's mods for it that give them big thighs, etc. It looks ridiculous. Yeah, I've seen some of the enhancement mods.
So,
Enhancement mods,
you know,
so to
this
speak.
is just the ones we have so far, and it's kind of like stopping for now. But we do know that there's a few characters that were added in season 2 that aren't in this lineup. So hopefully, it's something we can resume.
Goon material is always right. I've seen the BBL mod. I'm aware of a BBL mod. I haven't actually seen it myself though.
So that
I mean, it's the age-old marketing wisdom. Sex sells. Turns it into a Steam porn game. I mean, I think it is still rated teen, right? So they want to make sure they keep their rated teen rating. But
so for the last part, we just want to show off some of the cool stuff coming out that's in the works. We realize that a lot of people are really looking forward to seeing more merch from Tekken, so just to show off a few pieces.
はい、海外ワールドワイドで販売されている商品対象に紹介しますので、マイケルの方から英語で。
I just got a BBL mod for Nina yesterday. That's crazy, Sanji.
So most of the stuff we want to show off
Crazy,
today
Sanji.
is available outside.
So that's the kind of energy you're on,
for the
huh?
first time, so we're just going to run through it in English real quickly.
はい。じゃあまずは。
はい。So first off, we have the Angel Clover watches. So previously we've done both Jin and Kazuya models. Next up we have Heihachi and Reina, which we've shown off before, but they weren't released yet. But they're coming up soon, so please wait just slightly.
はい。
So 150 each worldwide. So if you want it, you should hurry. Okay. Close up on the Heihachi one, pretty cool. Reina, you can see the gradation to purple. A lot of cool details there.
はい。
So you can click on the QR code if
Okay,
you're interested
okay.
in
Reina
that
version?
watch. So thank you very much.
はい。平八もレイナもまだ
ね
若干数ですが在庫があるということで。
Purple's kind of drip. Yeah, if I was into watches, I'd cop this.
ご購入いただければと思います。
Yep. So please check it out.
はい。
Like Sonny just plays the game casually. What, he's like brawler ranked this far? Damn, that's crazy,
Next up,
Dracula.
the Ijan,
He's a new
t-shirt
player, new to Tekken
collection.
8 player. Nothing wrong with
So
that.
You've seen that these.
I think he's
at,
red ranks.
some
I think
events
Sanji's
perhaps
red
we've
ranks.
been, but this is a limited
Maybe even
chance
purple ranks.
to actually be able to order
don't
them
actually
from
know, though.
outside of Japan for a limited time. So it says until July 12th. So mainly these are the ones you've seen so far for each of the individual characters, but the illustration has been enlarged. And then also we have a few new additions from JB Style.
I kind of fuck with these
artwork,
T-shirts.
as you can see here.
いいですね。これめっちゃでかいんですよね。
後ろもね、なんか get ready for the next battle.
You play all games casually. That's probably better for your mental health.
So if you're interested in that, please check out their website. They're opening it up to overseas customers for just a limited time. So check it out.
よいしょ。よいしょ。
Cool.
大丈夫ですか？じゃあ次行きましょうか。はい。
Next up, Tekken the board
ボードゲ
game.
ームですね。
So this has been revealed already, and I've seen them updating on social
See here.
media with how they're going about it. So it's kind of like a crowdfunding project. As you can see, the rules are kind of themed on Tekken, so you have mechanics like rage, heat, combos. There are various mechanics that kind of make use of the different stages as well, in a way that you would expect from something from Tekken. Also, you can duel a friend
So I'm just looking at these
one-on-one,
t-shirts,
or you
chat.
can actually have a tournament mode. And apparently the game is going to be shipping worldwide, so feel free to order this. So actually, yeah, check it out. Let's go on board. Pretty cool game.
I support it. Just getting a
these
Tekken
are-
8 seriously is a pain.
It's,
Facts.
a mock-up of some of the miniatures.
Facts.
So you have these.
I think I
figures
should add more RAM to my PC to run Tekken 8 or getting a new gaming
and as you can
laptop.
see, some of the
Ooh.
various different
Dude, a gaming
effects
laptop
that
actually be sick. When I was at Chain Shift, I met this dude who had a cool gaming laptop.
And if you follow them now, you can get this free.
It's kinda interesting 'cause he was actually able to run Tekken 8.
That you don't really see. This is the first actual merch that I've seen using this. But the way it works is if you follow them and you pledge for the game, then when you actually get the game and you
Interesting.
check
You
out,
might get the board game just for this?
This gets added to it. So that's the way it works.
Saw a 5080
Please check
laptop
out
on a
the
deal
site
for 2.5K. That's actually not bad at all.
はい
5080?
ありがとうございます。
That's crazy.
ということで、
Definitely can run Tekken on that.
この夏の
Have a nice
アップデートに
portable
つい
setup.
て、新情報をお伝えしてまいりました。重ねてになりますが、バトルバランス調整皆さん期待されていると思うんですが、
You play on a gaming laptop, but you
も
want to switch to PC? What's the
日本
difference?
時間で言うと、
Isn't it basically
明日
the same
の
thing?
6時半頃に、
Except you can take your gaming laptop with you
メンテナン
places.
スの、入るタイミングですね。
日本の6時半だっけ？
はい。
So that's the overall things that we want to talk about today, both in game and all the things we're working on outside of the game. So just a little bit more time until the update drops tomorrow, 6 a.m. for those in Japan. So yeah.
Damn. Riddles run Gamo?
より皆さん楽しんでいただけるように、開発一同引き続き、頑張っておりますので、ぜひ、鉄拳オートの方に、ログインしていただければと思います。
And so the dev team is hard at work on making changes to the game so that everyone can enjoy it even more. So we hope that you'll check out the new stuff.
はい。あ、そうだ。最後に1個だけ、来月ですね、ラスベガスでエボ USA というイベントが開催されるんですが、今年も鉄拳8がブースを出展することが決定しております。
And so one more thing we forgot about, we have EVO coming up. Obviously, it's a big event everyone's looking forward to on these dates, August 1st and through the 3rd. But there's going to be a cool little pop-up booth there. あれ、安田紹介するんだっけ？
はい、
俺が紹介する
リロイ・スミスのスミスコーヒーですねをテーマにしたああそうですねはい
違うこれ
これは販売ですはい
スミスコーヒーの方ですね。
はいグッズの販売であったりとか
アバンスクエアのステージで出てくる。
そうですね。ちょっとスポットであったりとか
2.5K is not bad. I have no idea like what's good or not.
する予定になっております。
When it comes to gaming laptops, if I'm being real.
Check out Smith
But
Coffee.
it doesn't sound that bad. Gotta run, brother. See you tomorrow. Yo, thanks for hanging out. Kyrim. Also, Storm said, how's Laughing doing? I'm doing all
アブ
right.
セナの
I'm chilling. It's kind of late. It's kind of a lame Tekken talk. I'm not
仕
gonna
入
lie.
れてコーヒーにして売ってるのがリロイですよね。
そうやっけ？
My boy that plays Tekken with me plays board games. Ah, okay. You know, there's that board games place right next to Sidetrack.
I didn't know that tidbit, but we'll see.
はいブースの
PC runs cooler and
詳細の方は
quieter too. Ah,
後日
okay, gotcha. PC graphics are way better. Got it.
だったりとか鉄拳の英語の方に
3050 laptop? I mean, 3050 I would think would be
使うので
fine.
も告知予定になっております。
Regarding the details about this, for those who are interested, please follow our socials.
I feel this is as low as it will get before Tariffs puts everything up. I mean, Tariffs has already put everything up. It might be 2.5K because of Tariffs, actually.
まあエボ USA では
Tariffs have already affected prices for a lot of things.
まあこの
It's gonna look the same. That's way more than enough need for Tekken 8, yeah.
とこと
謎
か
のやつですね。
はい
I just have my fan all the time. Yeah.
あるとかないとかあるとか
Yeah, that's packed and other figures are expensive.
っていう話もありますので
Yeah.
まあエントリーの方は締め切ってしまったんですけどもぜひラスベガスエボ USA の方にまあ遊びに来れる方は遊びに来ていただければなと思います。
And so, obviously, EVO is an event everyone's looking forward to. Maybe we'll have some more details on Armor King there, or this character and stage that's left in Season 2 Pass that there aren't currently any details about. So,
Hi.
if you're going to be there, please check it out.
はいということで明日いよいよ、バージョン 2.03 ファーカムラムあとパックピクセルズ登場しますので皆さん明日鉄拳8でお会いできればと思います。
I feel like a 5080 should last me a while, even
So
if it's
with
a
that
laptop
said,
version. Absolutely.
the next
That'll last
big
you for a decade.
milestone tomorrow for the update. Falcon
Is 1080 last me 8 years? Yeah. A 58 will probably last you the same.
Please check it out.
ではありがとうございました。また次回エボ USA でお会いしましょう。
ありがとうございました。
It's kind of a lame Tekken talk. I'm not gonna lie, chat. Not gonna lie. Kind of lame. But all right, chat. Well, this wasn't meant to be like a long stream night. Chat, if anybody's watching and not following and want to hit and want to be number 1,000 again, on top of I don't think the person who was 1,000 last time unfollowed, but we have had some people unfollow. So if anybody's watching and you're not followed already, hit that follow button. Join the family. Be number 1,000. If not, I'm sure we'll get somebody tomorrow while we're streaming. So we're gonna do a raid. I will see you guys tomorrow at we'll probably start at 6 or around 6:30, maybe right at 6:30. And the patch will drop around that time. So I will catch you guys. Yo, Ian, that's a sick follow age. 1 year and 11 days. Hell yeah. But yeah, I thought the Tekken Talk would be better. If I would have known it was going to be what it was, I probably wouldn't even have done live. I'm not going to lie to you guys. So, oh wow, Storm has. That makes sense that Storm has Ian beat actually, because you're from the Smokehouse. All right, guys, go say what's up to Kaplurf. I think he's staying live. I don't actually know if he's staying live or if he's going to end, but I'm assuming he's staying live. So go watch him learn how to do Tangent Upper with Brian, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. We'll be playing some Fakum Ram, checking them out in the lab, and we'll be playing on the Pac-Man stage probably, and we'll also probably be listening to the Pac-Man stage song on loop because it sounds like it's an awesome fucking song. So I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Peace. Damn, somebody was in the raid and I was like, nah, I don't want to raid. Crazy. All right, chat, bye.
Watch me crash. I was getting pretty frustrated earlier, but I got a distraction back. Yo, Makoto, hey, there you go. That is perfect timing, bro. Thank you guys for the raid. I will carry on. That second talk had me falling asleep, bro. I don't blame you guys for ending stream after that shit. Yeah, I at least went in with